Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another coding lesson for grade 3s. Welcome back to those of you who have been here before, and to all, if we have any new friends, you can just say me or something like that in the chat box so I can just see if you've been here before or if you are brand new. My name is Marilet Geldenhuys. Today is our 4th lesson for coding for grade 3s. So I see we do have a new friend. Welcome to our class. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that that you can quickly catch up. Remember, I will share links with you guys, and then you can go practice it at home after the lesson as well. Yesterday we did puzzle 5 to 7. I wonder who of you did your homework, because I didn't receive anything. And I really want to see your homework. I want to see what you can come up with. Remember, everybody's code will look a little bit different because you are experimenting, you're trying new things. Some people make their dances smaller or bigger or fatter, taller, and you can change the frog to a moose or whatever. You can change the angles. You can change their dance moves. So I really want you to send me your pictures so that I can see what you can come up with, because you can come up with things that I cannot even think about. Right, so let's go to our next slide. We will do puzzle 8 to 10 together today. This is one of the lessons. You can see the picture there. Remember, I said yesterday also, don't be scared to try things. You won't break the website. You can try, the worst thing that can happen is it will give you a sound like you didn't pass the level. So you can try things, and if you get that sound, you just try it again. You can try very complicated things and see what you can come up with, things that we don't even show in class. So I want to encourage you to play around with it and see what you can come up with. And remember, I also said we learn well when we make mistakes and when we fix them ourselves. Yesterday we spoke about splitting your screen into 2 parts, and I told you guys it's not always the most effective way. So those of you who do have an extra device, if you have a phone or something that you can also use, that would be the most effective way to follow this lesson. So then you can put your phone on this part that you are seeing right now, the lesson that I am sharing, and then you can use your other device like your computer or laptop, and you can do your own coding on that device. If you only have one device, and if you cannot get it, you don't know how to split your screen, you can always minimize and maximize, because you can still hear what I'm saying. So even if you open your own screen where you do your coding and you can't see my screen, you can still hear me talking. So if I say, all right, everybody just look at my screen, then you can just go back to my screen. So it can work with one device, but it's difficult to split your screen because it doesn't always allow you to see everything you need to see when you split your screen. Then it's too small for you to work on. I will share the link with you later where we are going to do our coding. And I want you to respond to my questions in the chat group and only chat about our lessons, please. I know you want to say hi to all your friends, but if you want to chat about that, you can come a little bit earlier, 10 minutes before the lesson, and you can say hi to everybody. But as soon as the lesson starts, I want you guys to just focus on what we are doing and talk about the lesson and answer the questions. All right. Please don't turn on your video. You will be removed if you do it repeatedly. Right, so today we will see some new blocks that we haven't seen before. The one is set dancer size. So we can change the size of the dancer. We can make him bigger or smaller. We can set the tint. The tint is a color. So maybe you will give your dancer a purple tint. Then it will look like, you can still see his clothes, but there will be a purple layer over it. And then we have a new command that says when something is pressed, then something will happen. So if I press up, then the dancer will do some kind of move or whatever I program. So if I program the dancer to do a drop, one of the dance moves, when I press down, then every time I press down, he will do a drop. And then we will also look at the word randomize. Okay, so right now I'm going to go to our new screen. Just hold on. Let me get the link to share with you guys. This is my screen. So if you want to see what I'm doing, you have to come back to where we are right now. And then I'm going to copy the link and share it with you in the chat. Remember yesterday, I see someone told me they finished everything. That's fine if you go ahead, but I also told you it's better to spend more time on a puzzle to see everything that I can try. So if I just rush through it and I do the bare minimum, I can get through all the levels in maybe an hour from 1 to 13. But if you want to learn more, you have to experiment. You have to take stuff out, put stuff in, change different things about it. It's not just about who can get to the end first. It's about who can learn while we are doing it. So we actually want to learn about coding. We want to learn what happens when we put the blue block here, but what happens if we move it to a different place, or what happens if we change the wording on it, or things like that. So I want you guys to stick with our pace in class. When after class, you can go experiment on your own time. But even then, I want you to try things before you just move on. I'm sending it again for those who asked. I want you to try a few things before you move on to the next level. That's the only way that you will really learn what's going to happen with each block. For those of you who are new, we have our blocks here on the left. It says set background effect, make a new duck, top dancer, do clap high, set top dancer, blah, blah, blah. So the size and the tint, and then we have the after 4 measures and repeat every 2 measures. And the space here on the right, that is my workspace. So that is where I can code and I can try things. So I'm going to show you today what I mean when I say don't just rush through it, try different things. So let's see our instructions. Dancers have a tint property that can add a layer of color. Try changing the tint of one of your dancers. So before we do anything, let's just see what it looks like right now, because they've already coded this for us. They did the setup, they said set the background effect. And if I look at it right now, how many dancers do you think will be in this video? If you look at the code here in the workspace, don't press run, just look at the code and guess how many dancers will we have. There we go. Lizay said 4. You are correct, Lizay. Well done. So we have the bear, the frog, the robot, and the unicorn. And then it says what they should do after 4 measures. All right. So before I code anything, so I'm not going to pass the level. I just want to see what it looks like right now. There they are dancing. And of course, I can hear they do their different moves. All right. And it says I failed because I haven't tried anything. So let me do what they want, but I also want to try different things. So here we have all the blocks. Which one can I use? Which one can I use? The red one, the purple one, the first turquoise or light blue one, or the second turquoise or light blue one, the green one or the pink one. Which one should I use to change the tint? Who knows? Okay, let me show you. I think you guys are struggling to type while you are coding. I'm going to take this one. It says set top dancer 1 tint to, let's change the color. Let's make him yellow. Where can I put this? Where should I put this one? Should I put it in the setup? Should I put it under the blue block, under the red blocks? Should I put it here at the bottom? Does it make a difference? See, these are the things that we need to think about. Instead of just rushing through everything, we have to think about, where do I put it? Where do I put this new code, this new block? And would it be different if I put it in a different place? I can't see any answers. Who knows? Should I put it here under the blue one? Here? Who thinks I can put it there? Mandla says under the red block. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to show you now the first. I'm just going to run this one. I put it under the blue block. Let's see if it's right. And then I'll do what Mandla said. Mandla said put it under the red block. And Lizay says bottom of top dancer. So also the red block, but the top dancer. So let's see if my code is right. Let's run it. Sorry, let me just reset and run. Can you see any yellow tint on the top dancer? No, there is no yellow tint. So let's try what you guys said. Ooh, now I'm moving everything. Let me just start over. And now I will do what you said. I'll put it under the first red one, because here I'm talking about the top dancer and now I'm changing his tint. Let's see if that changes things. There we go. Can you see the bear is slightly yellow now? Maybe it's difficult to see the yellow. Let's change it to a different color. Let's make it pink. There you see the bear is pink. You can change all of their tints if you want to. Let's change. This is what I mean when I say just play around. So now I'm putting this one here. But now it says set top dancer 1. It shouldn't be 1, it should be 2, right? Because I'm talking about the second one. And I'm going to make his tint yellow. Let's run it. There we go, pink and yellow. So what would happen if I put the tint here at the bottom? Who can tell me? I want to put this one here. Let's say bottom dancer. I want to change it to green. What will happen now? Or let's say red. Will something change? Because here at the top I said set top dancer tint to pink, and then I said set top dancer 2 tint to yellow, and then at the bottom I have set bottom dancer tint to red. Let me see if I can unmute Ryan to talk to him. Ryan, I cannot unmute you. It doesn't look like you joined with audio. Right, so if you have an answer, you can type it. What would happen is, after 4 measures, something will change. Or that's my guess, so let's look. Okay, so from the beginning, these two are tinted, pink and yellow. And there we go. The robot changes to red after 4 measures. All right, those of you who are done, go to replay because I want to show you something. I want to show you how to play around with these things. I'm going to put the bottom dancer to both of them. I'm going to change to red. But I want to do something else. I want to change their size. See, you can use any of these blocks. This, what I've done right now will make me pass the level, but I want to see what happens if I do other things. I want to play around and I want to encourage you to play around. So let's see if I put this one here and another one. See, I'm expanding my code now. I hope all of you are quickly looking at my screen. You can try it on your own screen in just a while. So remember we spoke about 50. 50 means 50%, so that's half of the size. So I said the top dancer 1, let me change it to top dancer 2, bottom dancer 1, and bottom dancer 2. Are you all with me? Are you looking at my screen? Let's see what happens. Or did I break the internet? There you see the 2 tints. And all of a sudden, all of them are small and my front dancers are red. And look at that, I'm still passing the level because I did what they asked me to do. I changed one of the dancers' tints, but I wanted to do a little bit extra, so I changed everybody's tints and I changed their size. Lizzie, what are you struggling with? So the only thing you need to do right now to pass the level is to just, oh, I went on to the next one now. Let me go back. The only thing you need to do to pass this level is just to change one of the dancer's tints. So I'm going to quickly copy the next puzzle's link for those of you who joined late. I'm going to put it in the chat box. So we are going to puzzle 9 right now. Priyasha, I'm going to unmute you. I see you raise your hand. You can speak. What do you want to say? I can't hear anything. All right, let's continue. So now, are you all with me on puzzle number 9? Just write quickly in the chat box, right? If you're there, say, I'm okay, I'm ready, I'm done, anything like that, or just say, yes, I'm there. If you didn't finish puzzle 8, maybe you can try it at home. Matloto, what's your name? I don't know how to say that. I don't understand what you are saying, but you just need to do your own coding. You don't need to share it with everybody. You just do it on your own. Right, let's read the instructions here at the top. Now we know how to change a dancer's properties. Remember, we spoke about properties being the color, the size, the angle, all of those things. We can also make the same properties automatically respond to the music using this block. So we have a new block now. It says, right unicorn begins size following bass. Wow. All right. So this program uses the music's bass. The bass is the low sounds to control one dancer's height. Can you make the other dancer respond to the music too? All right, so let's look at the code here. In the setup, we have the background effect. It says ice cream and diamonds. Let's change it because I want to change things. I want to make it cool. Let's say vintage and flowers. And we see there's going to be a shark and there's going to be a unicorn. And here they have put this new block in. Left shark, because the shark will be at the left, begins height following base. And then there's just a repeat block where it tells the dancers which moves to do. So before I code, let's see what's happening right now. How does the left shark respond to the bass? Did you see he grew when the bass notes started coming in? So what we need to do is we need to change the unicorn also. So I want you guys to go down here with where you see all the blocks. Remember, I said you can code, you can try many new things, but let's just first do what they want us to do. So we take this one. Who can tell me what do I need to do with this green block that says right unicorn begin size? What do I need to do with that? Where do I need to put it? Can I put it here at the bottom under the repeat? Or do I need to put it in the setup? What do you think? You? There we go. Mantla says in the setup. So I'm going to drag it and put it here under the other green one. This is the minimum that I can do. So let me play it. Both of them are kind of small. Did you hear the bass? And now they are big. All right. So did you see what happened there? The bass, the music, when the bass comes in, both of them grow. But we can change different things as well. We can say the right unicorn begins, what is there? There's size, width, height, rotation. Let's check tint, but I haven't programmed tint, so I don't know if that's going to work right now. But guys, this is what I want you to do. Just play around. See what happens. So there we go. Okay, so what happens right now is my right unicorn is red from the start. And as soon as the bass comes in, she changes her tint all the time. Pink, yellow, red, purple, whatever. So what else can we do? We can change following bass or mid or treble. So let's see what happens when I put it according to the treble. So I'm guessing the treble starts changing at the same time as the bass. All right, so this is what I want you to do. Play around. You can even put more things in. But for the sake of time, I just want to move on to the next one because we have one more to do today. But before we do that, I want to show you something. I think I showed you yesterday as well. If we click here on the light bulb, it says, do you want a hint? And then you can say yes. And it says, properties for 2 or more dancers must change. And then this level ends after seven measures. And I want to go click again. Okay, this one has nothing extra. But remember I showed you if there's a 2, you can click on the light bulb twice and then you can get an extra challenge. If it's too easy for you, you can click on it and you will get an extra challenge to make it a little bit more difficult. But the best thing still is just to drag everything into random places and see what happens. And if you want to see what the real code would look like, because right now we are coding using blocks. But if we write computer programs, it will look something like this. If you quickly look at my screen. See, it still uses the words that we are getting to know now, like when set up, set background effect, but there's no spaces in between, and it uses quotation marks, and it has the unicorn and the right unicorn and the size. So we can, every time if you want to see what the real code looks like, you can just click here on show code. Right, so I'm going to move on to the next level. Let me just run it quickly so that I can pause. And remember, you can change your music here at the top. If you don't like the song that you're hearing, you can change it to a different song. And I've paused. So let's go to puzzle number 10. I'm going to quickly share it in the chat box. I hope everyone is still with me. Ooh, I sent it to the wrong. Let me just send it quickly. There we go. That is puzzle 10. So if you just joined us a little while ago, click on the puzzle. You should go to where we are busy coding. And this is our last puzzle for the day. So we can play around a bit. I want you to try to read this on your own. When you're playing around with this program, when I'm not with you, it's good for you to practice your reading and whether you understand what they ask of you. So even when I'm reading it now, I want you to read with me. And then we have the green one. When up pressed, event block lets you run code when the up arrow is pressed. You might change the dance move, change a dancer's properties, or do a quick move just once. Be creative and look out for new blocks. So here they're telling us we can be creative. So we have to, let's see, what do they want us to do? So any of these things, I said you can change the dance move or the properties or do a quick move. So right now they've given us the setup. It says set background effect. I'm going to do warm paint splatter, make a new cat and make a new robot. So there's 2 dancers. You can see there are 2 dancers, one at the left, one at the right. And it tells the left dancer to do, remember we spoke about this next. It means if I look here, the first time it will do body roll, then it will do clap high, then dab. It will just go down the list and do the next move. All right, so, and then we have when up pressed. What can I do? So here I have when up pressed. So something will happen when I press up, but I don't see any code under this block. So what can I put there? Because now I have to tell the program what needs to happen when I press up. So should I move the blue one, the red one, the purple one? What should I do? When up pressed and then? Well, this is where we have to experiment, right? So you can think for yourself, what kind of thing can we say after this sentence? When up pressed, can I say something like left dancer do dab when up is pressed? Yes, I can. So let's do, because, wait, let me drag it here. Here I already have the left dancer, so let's try and change this to the right dancer. There we go. So now it says when up is pressed, the right dancer will do the dab. So if you want to see what happens when I press up, you have to look at my screen quickly. See, I'm pressing up. I'm going to, I don't like that background. Let's change it to electronic circles. And I'm going to change the dance move to floss. Ooh, now I changed it to something else, fresh. Let me change it to floss. And I'm going to change it. Wait, I don't want this one. Sorry, let me start over. Because that one says forever, but I want to choose this one that says once. So every time I press up, this dancer, let's say the right dancer, will do the move once. So let's say bend. We haven't had bend yet. All right, so look at my screen if you want to see what happens when I press up. I'm pressing up. I'm pressing up the whole time. All right, let's do another one. I just don't like my song. So let's try double down. But I also want something else. I'm going to press up, then it's going to do, then my right down. But let's do this when down is pressed. And I want to still use this one. So the right dancer will do Gangnam. So when I press up, it will do one thing, and when I press down, it will do something else. Let's see if it works. I'm going to hit run. There I'm pressing up, and there I'm pressing down. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. All right. So I've passed this level. I'm going to replay. Are you guys having fun? Are you doing something interesting? Who wants to tell me what you are doing so I can copy what you are doing, and then we can see if yours is funny. Priyasha, let's try and unmute you to see what you are doing. Where's your name? Okay, can you unmute yourself?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, you're not doing anything.
Because I don't know how to split my screen. On Monday, I'll ask an adult to help me.
Okay, remember we said if you can't split your screen, you can just code on the one. You can maximize your screen, so you can code on the screen that you see. And whenever I say, look at my screen, you can go back to the other screen. But I don't know if you will know how to do that. So you might have to ask an adult, okay?
Okay.
All right, good talking to you. Who of you want to share what you did? How did you code this one? Then we can show everybody what you did. Remember, you can go crazy. You can drag all of these in here. We have a few minutes, so I want to hear what you are. You can type it out, or you can talk to me, then I'll do what you say. If no one's going to say anything, then I'm just going to start doing random things. All right, let's see. Someone else raised their hand. Yes, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
There's something wrong with your sound.
The
When
The left dancer. The left dancer.
Sorry, I cannot hear what you're saying because I hear your computer's sound. So if you put in headphones, then maybe I can make out what you're saying. But right now I just hear all the sounds mixing, so I can't make out what you are saying.
Okay.
Right. So let's try something else. If nobody wants to take a chance, sorry about that, guys. If you want to talk to me, then you have to make sure that your computer sound is coming through your headphones. Otherwise, I hear all these sounds and I cannot make out clearly what you are saying. So let's see, when up is pressed, I'm going to do something totally different now. I'm going to change someone's size. There we go. But I want to do everything to the right dancer. I'm going to change the right dancer's size. And then I'm going to say, when down is pressed, I'm going to let him do something, a move. Let's say, do the drop once. And I'm also going to change my dancers because I'm now a little bit tired of the cat and the robot. So I'm going to use an alien and a pineapple. Are you ready? Let's do it. I'm going to tell you when I press up and when I press down. Up, down. Ooh, the down doesn't work. Our PowerPoints, guys, but keep this link. I'm going to share it one more time. I'm going to share it one more time so that you can keep on practicing at home. Where's the chat box now? All right, so there is your link that you can go back on. You can practice. And what I did now is just a little bit. You can do so much more. You can, sorry guys, I shared it to the wrong. Here we go. You can drag all of these blocks in, as I said, and you can do something really cool. You don't have to do only 2 things because I did only 2 things. You can do whatever you want and share it with me. So this time, I hope you guys will share your homework with me. And as I said, remember there are two characters, but you can change it. You can make it 3, 4, you can make it 10, you can make 10 dances. See if you can come up with something really creative. I want to see who can think outside of the box, because in coding, we can really go crazy. We can try things. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then we try something else. And you don't need to put it where they've put it. You can move it around. So if you want to see what happens if you drag the blocks into the repeat block or into the setup block, try it out, because every time you see, you will see then, okay, in the future I can do this, or I cannot do it, it doesn't work. But what I want to get from you today or in the next week is the homework for this puzzle. So I want you to experiment. Look at my screen quickly, you'll see there. I said experiment with puzzle 10. I want you to change the dancers. So you can change who they are, but you can also change how many there are. So you can change it to 10 pineapples if you want. And then you can change the moves that they do, because there are so many moves you can choose from. You can, I don't know if you guys have gone through all the moves, but some of them are pretty funny and cute. And you can also change the background. and see what you like best. Who of you have played around with all the moves and checked out the different dance moves? Let me see. Mandla says yes, me. How about the rest of you? Mandla, can you tell us what's your favorite dance move? Amber also said me, but Amber, you replied to a private chat. If you answer, just answer in the main chat, then everybody can see what you are saying. Mandla, which one of the moves do you like the most? What's your favorite move? And Amber, you can also tell me what's your favorite move if you've tried out all the moves. And then I'll tell you which move I like. Mandla said the floss. Amber said the dab. How about the rest of you? The dab and the floss. I really like Gangnam because it reminds me of that song. Even though I don't like that song, but I do think it's a funny move, especially if the robot does it. It's very cute. Okay, so if you can play around with all the dance moves and the dancers and the background and the tint, anything, the size, you can change all of them to see what happens if you do 70 and not 50. Maybe you do 70, 20, 10. If you do 10%, that will be really, really small. And I think if you do go smaller than that, you won't even see them. And when you press up, something might happen. When you press down, something else might happen. And when you are happy with your result, just right-click on that image and send me just a picture. It's not a video, so I'm not going to get the full idea. But you can send me, you can download the image and send it to me. And then please share your homework. There's my email address, marilet2007@yahoo.co.uk. And guys, we won't have classes next week, but just make sure in the newsletter, but I will see you back after the break. They are taking a study break for writing exams when they come back. So I will see you guys after the break, and you can bring your friends along, share the class with your friends so that we even have more students in the class. I just want to invite you then to our next lesson. When we see each other again, we will be doing puzzles 11 to 13. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to miss you in the next week, but I will see you after that. And be good. You can follow us on social media. Here are the links and the website. And yes, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.